Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy again, Kilichukwu. Okay, right now, I stated before that I'll just get to be sharing how my trade setup is going. Today, this is the three, right? Since I just started, this is the three of it. So, no hypes here. We are not here to show profits or just say this is what I make or this is the money I flip this one so $10 to is not what we have in this channel. What we are in here is the real facts, the real thing here that is happening in tradings with us traders, right? I'll be sharing my mistakes, how I do on my trade, the reason why I entered and the reason why I hope out from the trade. If I held that trade for my entry point in my TP, or I cut out with 1:1, 1:1.5, or 1:2, right? That's just what I just have to be sharing right now for each and every one of us right here that is viewing, right? So just get to stay tuned, right? Because I'll just be dropping more updates to you guys, so you guys to get to understand and learn one or two from it also, right? Because I'll just be sharing it. You can get to be learning from it, learning from it. It will really assist you, right? So let's get just right. I'll just come to my chat so you get to see the trade I called out. I get to enter two trades today, right? So one, I just get to cut out my losses because I've seen that the resistance point I entered the sell price has broken it off. So I know that price has did that, price will still continue and hit me out in loss. So what I did was just cut out my loss, right? So it's more better for us to cutting out losses and hold on to our wins more than holding on to our losses, right? Because if you see a reason to cut out that loss, it's better to cut out that loss short. I know it's hard, but it will help. It will really help. So it's much better to cut out losses and hold on to your wins. So I entered two trades today. One was GBP and the second, that the GBP I cut out my losses on it. So I get to wait another to see if I can see opportunity on GBP right? I get to enter see opportunity on GPS. That's the trade I entered that I made profit from, right? So in this video, I'll just get to be telling you how the reason why I entered that trade, what I did, if I held it from 1:1, 1:1.5, or 1:2, how long I held the trade, what I did, and how you could also improve in your own right. So this channel is no hypes. We are not here to say we flip $5 to 20, 40, $50. We're not here to brag of anything, brag with profit or anything. We're not here to showcase anything. Leave social media hype. That's not what we are here for, right? So just stay tuned. If this video is something you would always like to watch, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, so it could get to more broader audience out here, most especially the newbies who are trying to keep their emotions in check, right? So this video will do a very long way for them. So just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. I'll be dropping more of this for each and every one of us right here in this channel. So don't forget to leave a subscribe, like and share, right? Let's head straight to my charts. Let me show you the reason why I entered the trade. Okay, guys. As regards um to the GBP trade I said I saw in the morning. Let me show my downloads right. So earlier today, I got a setup. This is a GBP setup. Earlier this morning, right? You could see the reason why I entered this trade. Let me make this thing broader. Let me make it wide. Oh, okay. The reason, let me increase this contrast. So the reason why I entered this trade is so very simple, right? The reason why I entered this trade, you can see I called off this trade right from the higher time frame. This higher time frame was what gave me this setup. This is like a bias buy, sorry, a bias sell. A bias sell is when a market is on an uptrend, right? But you see like a resistance or support level to sell from. That's the bias sell. So this is more like a bias sell setup, right? A bias sell in the sense that this is strong resistance level at the 4 hours zone, right? It's a strong resistance level at the 4 hours. So what I did was that I entered. You can see this is the point I entered. Price was on little profits. Why all this most of these trades will be on profit before misbehaving with me? That's just it. That's where market is testing you. Like market is test like the all these are the emotional triggers market comes up with. It will be showing you green, like you'll be seeing that real time profits. This one is not that you are doing demo or you are trading the real something here and you are seeing profit too. But based on what you are risking, you can't be able to just cut out with little profit of $20, $10, $15 when you know you are risking more than that, right? So but I saw this trade. This trade was on profit, a little profit. It didn't even do much. It didn't even do much, to be sincere. So this place you are seeing 4 hours, this 4 hours zone is the point the price test. The price just test over there and boom to the upside, right? I was like, what? What is going on? Price has shown me a reason to sell. Like it has shown me a good reason to sell. Then I think it even tried breaking all this particular zone, this 4 hour zone. I was like, okay, I'm seeing a reason to hold this sell more. I'm seeing a reason. Later, or what he just did was melting again and boom to the upside. Let me show the screenshot of what that one did. You can see. You can see what it did. You can see the push was massive. So when price was like here, I was like, as far as price has broken off this now, and I'm seeing this kind of candle, no. Instead of me to wait for till my stop loss will hit, I rather cut out the loss. It's very hard to keep, right? It's among my plans that if I see a reason to cut out my loss, but most times, or how will I put it, that demon in trading or that demon trading comes with that will let you not accept that fate that this thing is going against you. And for you now, sure, for you on the normal circumstance, you know that this market now is going against me, but that in other thoughts, it will make you to be holding that loss. And as you're holding that loss, your account is dipping down in loss, dipping down in big drawdown. And this is what makes us lose most of our accounts based on how we hold on to losses instead of win and cut out wins. That's what Forex will test you with. These are emotional triggers that makes one, most times you get to see this thing now is going against you, but you be like, no, I want this thing to drop again. Instead, you just leave it. Most times you get to even remove your stop loss. It's very bad, safe. I won't lie. Most times I do that, but it's very bad thing as a trader to do, because if you keep doing that, it will mess up your tradings. Like it will mess up your trading in real time. So if this are phases you see, I know cutting out losses is very hard, but when price has already broken off this point, you can see as I rotate resistance. You can see. So it was like at this point, let me use my cursor. When price was like at here, like what I did was cut out the loss. I just cut out, coming back to the chart and see that it has even go way more up safe before it dropped. But it hit this thing, but I've already cut it out. So it's much better to cut out loss and hoping to see that if you enter another trade, that trade will be a profitable trade for you, right? So that mindset shift is what we assist to. Before you take any trade already, I'll be like asking myself, what's the what is the essence of the risk I take? Why I was not able, or I don't have mind to take that risk? Why will I be afraid of the risk I took? So all these things are those kind of things that you'll be like asking yourself. So far I take this trade, so I'm willing to raise this money. That money I'm willing to raise, that's what you take, right? But if you see reasons, if that money, if that is the SL we hit, it's better to cut out loss. So on other trade, on your future trade, you get to see opportunities to enter, right? And when you see opportunity to enter, when market do well, it will give you way more than either your TP and you cover up those losses, right? So after hit this thing, so what I did was I stayed calm. What I did, I was like, okay, as I reached stop loss now, I just rested. I didn't even do anything. I didn't panic. I didn't hit a stop. Sorry. After cutting out this loss, right? I just say, okay, I'm done with GBP for today. What will I do? I was like, okay, let me see if I can see opportunity on GBP. So I went over to on GBP trade. I went over, this is the screenshot, this is the download. So I went over on the GBP, right? I went over on GBP, so you can see this GBP setup. I downloaded it, right? So market was creating something, but right now the reason why I entered this trade is based off trend lines, right? Trend lines. The current trend in the market is downtrend. Price is creating more like series of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. You can see. So I was waiting for, okay, this particular point I drew, this was a daily zone. So I was, okay, let price do something right here. When price was here, I was waiting, okay, let price get back, pull back to this point, retest. When it retests, I'm entering. So that's the point where I enter this trade, right? That's the point where I enter this trade. I'll get to only also show how the trade did. I'll get to show it also. Yeah, this is how the trade did. Okay, I think I dropped this thing here. This is how the trade did. This is how the trade. This is the result of the trade, right? My PC was off, so I used my phone to screenshot it. This is the outcome of the trade. You can see GBP. You can see it GBP, and this is the outcome of the trade. So this particular trade right now, this is like 1:2, but I hope out from here when price was here, because this is true. This still a zone. This still a zone. So like what I did here, what the result of this trade, actual results right now is 1:1.5, right? So we are improving a little. We are improving little by little. So your first trade or your 1, 2, 3 trade won't determine that. You have to take like 4, 5, up to like 10 trades to know if really this you are keeping it up to it, right? But risk manage, right? Say risk to reward is something that helps, right? But the reason trade forex will test you with patience, right? Forex will test you. Could you believe that I entered this trend around when that screenshot that, let me go to that screenshot again. I think I entered this trade around morning period. That was morning. Today is 23rd of October 2025, right? You can see 23rd of October 2025. So I entered this trade very earlier this morning or so. After I cut out my loss, I see if I can see opportunity. So this trade was around 7 a.m. You can see I downloaded this around 7 a.m. You can see 7:57 a.m. today. You can see 7:55, 57 a.m. But that's not when I entered. But that's when I screenshotted this, right? I said, okay, I'm waiting for opportunity. If price get to do that, you can see I'm waiting for the drop to this point, and you can see how it did. You can see the thing. You can see how. And if you check the time right here, I get to screenshot this around 6, but I held this trade till around 5 something, till around 5 p.m. That's when I hope out from this trade around here. That it has did 1.1.5. So because this particular zone is still a zone where price can, this particular trade right now, this particular trade, when forex will test you with patience. The emotional trigger over here is massive. It will keep, many thoughts will be on your head. That's why most times it's just cool for us to detach from our trades. This trade, I get to tell myself, anything that will happen will happen. So far I know what I'm risking, right? Anything that will happen. That's just the thing. If you keep that mindset, things will be going well for you, and get to also know your risk. Don't over leverage. I think I've done video about over leveraging. The reason why I lost the 2 Proframe account I was trading back then earlier this year, and when I started trading 2024. The reason why it Proframe had a trade Proframe account that I've already passed, I'll get to 8%, pass first phase, enter second phase. get over the losses of about 3% on that account. That is about $300 plus. Get over the losses with BTC trade. That was when I was trading BTC. I made good money that day on BTC. I covered up the losses. The account that I just remaining $150, I get to lose the account because of what? Over leveraging and over trading, over confidence. I get to leave my trade thinking, okay, market will respect what I'm doing. All I see was price keep going to the upside. I was still expecting a short. I still left the trade. I think I even opened my distance. I surplus. That's why it's very bad. And it was good. Price keep to the upside then till I breach my daily drawdown. It's very bad. So this point, at least, is still realistic, at least. So that's the point I hope out from. So it's very nice. So this trade right now, I get to tell myself, okay. And if you know how you can get to keeping this, you can actually, okay, if you want to set and forget, that set and forget can actually be like, maybe you say, okay, I'll give myself 30 minutes or 1 to 2 hours to come back to my chart. All these are very hard, I won't lie. That's why discipline is hard. But you just don't have any option than to just keep it. You don't have any option than to keep it, because if you try doing your own thing or try doing the way you think, things won't be going that way for you as a trader. Because being a trader, everything around you have to be you have to do everything at your own pace. If you're angry, don't trade. If you are over happy, don't trade. Just let your mind be at rest. Any day you enter your chart and feel like, oh, I don't want to trade today, go from that chart, don't trade. Rather, use that period to relearn. Backtest helps. Backtest, go chatting. I think I made a video about that. Go over to some of my videos on YouTube here. You can see a video where I backtested, a video where I did backtesting, how I registered and all those kind of stuff, right? So this particular trade right now dropped. You can see this. I think I don't know, should I just let me increase this, right? This particular tree right now, you can see how market did. Price just keep respecting the trend, right? Keep respecting. It dropped. This big candle drop, right? You can see this candle right here. This candle dropped. And all I was seeing, because I gave myself 1 hour interval to come back to my chart. All I was seeing, okay, price has get to be reversing back against me. You can see price has get to be even be reversing back against me. So right here you can see, okay, market just went, drop, reverse back again to the entry point, before dropping back. Well, I was out from this trade. I was not attached to watching it and seeing what the market was doing. So when I just get to my chart, I was seeing that price was back here. This particular candle that dropped right now, price was still around here. Price was just around here, you can see. So I just say, okay, price will do anything it wants, right? So I just go out from the chart, only coming back again to see that price, because I was now contemplating on myself and seeing how price respected this particular trend lines. Get to see that when I was off from the chart, price has already did this thing. This white candle that showed like a doji candlestick. You can see this particular white candlestick that closed with the white candle stick, right? This one now has already closed. So when I entered my charts to see what market is doing, get to see the second candle like going back to my entry point, still playing around. So I just left the charts. When I came back again, I seen that price has dropped, right? So you can see, hoping out, like going out before what I did now was to break even on the trade, to be risk free, right? It's much better to be risk free also. That's another thing that assists your account. Main thing now is you are trying, because I'm trying to now, what I was trying now is just to protect my capital, right? So the loss won't be, even though it later come back to hit me out on break even, my account will still be at that particular amount that I came into the market with. I didn't risk anything again. So because I've already break even to the entry point. So with all this, I know that this could help also. So if you really find value in this video, don't forget to leave us a like, subscribe. So I'll be dropping more amazing videos for you guys here. So make sure you stay tuned, keep watching, and subscribe. Share it out to your friends. Those newbies that want to know about trading, that want to know the little mistakes we traders do, you want to know how to fix them. So this channel is for you. So make sure you subscribe, like, and share so it will get to the broader audience out there. Stay tuned.